Today on Katie, can you swim with the sharks? The cast of Shark Tank on how to launch your $1 million idea.
They almost need to have you at hello, right?
What these sharks did before making it big time.
Mark, you taught disco? Seriously?
Yes, I did.
A Sharks as seen on TV showdown.
That's right!
How do you know that?
And our mothers of invention aim to win a huge prize.
Sharks, what do you think? See you all. Of course, that was Iconopop singing All Night. It begins with the words, we all dream about the better life, and who doesn't, right? We'd all like to come up with that big idea that will make us millions and be the key to that better life. But sometimes to get there, yep, you gotta swim with the sharks. Dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Of course, I'm talking about the cast of Shark Tank, the hit ABC show millions of us watch every Friday night. We're going to have a lot of fun with them today. So here's a look at the only show I know where getting a big shark to bite is a good thing.
Just when you thought it was safe to go back in the water,
he's greedier than you are.
Or at least to wade in the world of big business.
Whoa! I have never seen such greed.
ABC's hit series Shark Tank introduces would-be entrepreneurs to some of the most successful business owners in America.
I have a really cool product that makes the lives easier and safer for moms and children everywhere.
The goal? Get a shark to back your big idea.
You're going to get slaughtered.
Real estate mogul Barbara Corcoran took a $1,000 loan and turned it into a $5 billion business.
I didn't like you then, and I don't like you now.
Billionaire Mark Cuban heads up a media empire and owns the Dallas Mavericks.
You have to say yes right now.
We're not asking for your money for a handout.
You want to sell something or do you not?
Technology titan Robert Herjavec's family came to this country with just $20.
If you have money on the table, why would you be here?
And he sold his first tech company for $100 million.
Like the product. I just don't trust you.
Meanwhile, the queen of QVC, Lori Grenier, has created over 400 products and holds 115 patents.
I can tell instantly if it's a hero or a zero, and I'm sorry, I think this is a zero.
Branding mogul Damon John sold tie-top hats on the streets of Queens, New York, and took a one-day sale of $800 and turned it into $350 million.
You didn't come to make a deal. I didn't waste your time. Don't waste ours.
And Kevin O'Leary launched his software company out of his basement and went on to sell it for $3.7 billion.
Why would I ever give you money?
$54 billion industry.
Every guy comes in here and says that.
For the contestants, it's sink or swim from the moment they enter the room, as they try their best to catch a big fish.
So please welcome Mark Cuban, Barbara Corcoran, Damon John, Kevin O'Leary, and Robert Herjavec. This is so fun to have you all. Thank you for coming. You know, I know Lori hurt her foot, so she couldn't be here today, but we're really happy all of you are. And I'm just curious, Mark, the show is hugely popular. I love watching it. I think you all do a fantastic job, by the way, even though you make me mad sometimes when you're mean. But I guess that's part of the job. Why do you think the show is such a big success?
Because the American dream is alive and well. And I think, you know, in the past, a parent would tell their son or daughter to set up a lemonade stand and realize they could be successful. Now you can watch Shark Tank and see that anybody with a great idea that really puts in a lot of hard work, you know, a dream can come true. And obviously, if we can get to this point of being sharks, anybody can be successful.
And you know, you guys are really putting literally your money where your mouths are, because you are taking your money and personally investing in some of these products. Why did you want to do that, Barbara?
Because in the beginning, I thought I would make money on every single entrepreneur until I found out that I only make money on a third of them.
Really?
Yes.
You only make money on a third?
A third, and 2/3 you lose your money.
Buy all the crap.
I don't buy the crap.
Well, have you guys, I mean, have a better track record than Barbara? Have you guys?
Everybody has a better track record than
Barbara!
Well, they're men. They're going to lie like crazy.
I agree.
Here's the thing about Shark Tank. You think about the exposure products, goods, and services get on it, and we're the investor. It's like the American Idol of venture capital.
Yes.
Nobody gets the exposure that a Shark Tank product gets. So you take a product like Wicked Cupcakes in Boston, they went from 16,000 a week in sales to 380,000 after Shark Tank. That's the Shark Tank effect.
And it must make you feel so good, does it, Damon, to be able to give a platform to these entrepreneurs who come in with a wish or a dream or even a product, and you're able to either make their dream come true or take their product to the next level.
Yeah, it's amazing. You know, I grew up voted the #1 underachiever of my high school, and I didn't have anybody to take it to like that. And
you go back to your high school and say, nah, 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 nah.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know what? I hired half my high school, but
even better.
But to be able to hand that down and see the sparkle in those entrepreneurs' eyes that we had or we still have, and be able to be part of their dream, and them allowing us to be part of the dream, it's an amazing feeling.
But Robert, you also have to be their reality check, you know, and you have to be honest and break some hearts as well.
Yeah, absolutely.
So how do you know when a product really is, you know, it's just got that it factor?
Well, Katie, I think we're all different. I think for me, it's always about the entrepreneur, less so the product. I mean, Barbara will invest in anything.
That is just not
so, but, you know, we like to have a lot of fun, but you look for the person that can make stuff happen. You want a good operator.
Now, you were all very successful, clearly, as we just saw on that tape, but you started out with some very interesting jobs. Doing my homework for this interview, Barbara, I read you had 22 different jobs, including selling hot dogs. Really?
That was one of the better ones.
All right, now, meanwhile, I know that, Mark, you taught disco. Seriously?
Yes, I did.
I mean, I'd pay good money to have you teach me the hustle.
Let's go.
Okay. All right, so come on. So.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
All right. That was great. Oh my gosh.
Y'all, did
Little moment of spontaneity, you know? You're good.
Katie, we don't mind watching you dance, but did you have to make us watch Mark dance?
He's pretty good,
You're
though,
good,
you
too.
guys.
Great, you made it easy.
I have to say, you know, I tend to try to lead, and you wouldn't let me.
I wouldn't let you, I know.
appreciate that. So, what did you learn? Of course, now I'm out of breath. What did you learn from teaching
Disco
dancing?
lessons?
Yeah, really.
That anytime someone offers you $25 an hour to go to a sorority house and teach disco, you take it.
That makes sense. And then I know that Robert and Damon, you both were waiters. Damon, you were actually a waiter at Red Lobster, is that right?
Oh, you know those cheese biscuits. When they came out with those cheese biscuits, after I went to the kitchen the 2,000th time for one table for those cheese biscuits, I said, there's got to be a better way.
Well, I'm so happy to have you all here, and we're going to have a lot of fun today. And the question I'm asking our audience, do you think you have a $1 million idea? Well, stick around, because next, the Sharks are offering up their secrets to success. That's right after this.
When was the last time you held a check for $500,000?
I have never held a check for $500,000.
What would that do to your life?
You know what? I believe in you so much.
Lori, how many
that
brands
I just
have you
wrote
made? Not
a
products.
check.
How
I'm
many
not listening
brands
to
have
him.
you grown?
Guys, that's enough.
I want to make you an offer.
I'll do $125,000.
I take your $90,000 and add a zero to it. So now we're at $900,000.
I offered $1 million.
I feel great about the future. I feel like everything that I've worked hard for, it's going to happen now.
And welcome back. Those were just a few memorable moments from ABC's hit show, Shark Tank. These sharks are not afraid to show their teeth from time to time to land a big deal. Mark Cuban, Barbara Corcoran, Damon John, Kevin O'Leary, and Robert Herjavec. We're so happy you're here. Welcome. Good to see you all. Let me ask Damon, first of all, what makes a good pitch?
I think a good pitch is somebody that can basically tell their idea within a couple of seconds. They can show me the need for it, and they can make their pitch where I can relate to it and say, wow, you know what? I think that's needed. And then always at the end of a good pitch is something where they have proof of concept, some form of sales, or the fact that somebody believed in it.
And what about you, Robert? I mean, what really captures your attention?
You have to keep in mind, we're sitting there 10 hours a day. We see a lot of pitches. You have a very short amount of time to get our attention.
They almost need to have you at hello, right?
Well, you got to get me right away.
You know, some of these great ideas obviously have turned into great businesses, and two of them are here today. Sabin Lomack and Jim Salikas started Cousins Maine Lobster, and Mike Hartwick and Sarah Pond founded Sept Fitness. Welcome to all of you. So nice to see you. First of all, congratulations on your success. Now, I know that Jim and Sabin, you guys had just launched Cousins Maine Lobster food truck when you applied to be on Shark Tank. Why did you want to be on the show?
We just thought, you know, what better forum, what better a stage than to get in front of so many millions of people, and we knew we had a lot to learn. We felt like we had a great concept and a great business, but we knew we had a lot to learn.
And I know Barbara invested in your company. Barbara, what was it that caught your eye?
You know what was great about these guys? They were in business 3 months, and none of us asked the question at the time they were on Shark Tank, because they knew every answer, because they had memorized every season of Shark Tank and written 3 answers to every shark question for 4 years. How many people put that kind of prep into a show?
Wow.
They did. So you had to buy in. They were smooth as could be.
Well, Jim and Sabin, we're very happy for your success and continued success, and thank you for coming by today. Meanwhile, Mike and Sarah, you guys invented a surf-based workout machine and routine that Mark invested in. All right, but I understand at first you weren't sure you wanted to be on the show.
We honestly thought they might laugh at us. We had no idea. You know, we prepped and studied, and I was like, what if they go out there and they see a surfboard on land and they say, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen? But they didn't, thank God. And it's really been, even just working, we said, maybe we should start with some less successful investors. You know, maybe we shouldn't go right to the top, but Mark has been unbelievable for us.
Yeah, and so why did you think this product was a winner and these two were winners?
Well, first I looked at the product, and as someone who works out all the time, I knew immediately this was a far better way to do core workouts as opposed to the balls and everything that just are impossible. And, you know, they obviously have charisma, they were committed to the product, and they also had a track record. You know, so they knew what they were doing, they could execute on their plan, and it was just a question of them scaling and getting bigger.
Katie, this one still pisses me off.
I was the one who lost.
I love that you're able to admit that.
I'm the only athletic shark up here. I wanted to play with this so badly, and, you know, sometimes it happens.
Well, you know what? I want to play with it badly, too. And since this show is called Katie and not Shark Tank, I get to, Robert. So I want to know how this works. Oh, gosh. And I hope you have insurance.
Oh, yeah.
So basically, how does this workout work? You just want me to get on the board?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how to surf, so.
Don't have to.
You can go into a surf stance nice and wide, and you see the boards shifting constantly, so you really have to engage your core.
I need a little Hawaii 5-0 music, please.
Perfect.
I think it's kind of good for your bum as well.
I think it's working.
So probably do deep knee bends.
Absolutely.
And do sort of more like
Lunges.
paddle boarding stuff.
Do a lot of Pilates-inspired stuff. Yeah.
Oh, so, okay, go ahead. You talk.
You're moving
so
all
cute.
over the board throughout the whole workout. I can just stand here.
No, I want you to talk, too. Come over here so I can hold on to you. All right.
So you see how you're using your toes to
I
grip the
got to
board?
be careful. I'm engaged.
We'll keep it a little buffer.
Yeah. No, it's okay. Okay.
So yeah, you see how you're using your toes to grip the board?
Yeah.
You're using your core, actually, right now. So a lot of the moves are all core intensive. So even when we're doing squats, push-ups, you're still going to be using your core the entire workout.
Now, how did you guys think of this idea? I'm just curious.
I moved back from California for a job in Boston and literally couldn't get to waves. I was trying to surf and couldn't be in enough shape to go on a surf trip. Came into an Equinox and actually saw Sarah, and I had this prototype of a surfboard on a Bosu ball. Sure enough, she came over and she said, well, what are you doing? I was like, well, I'm trying to get the workout that I do surfing. And she said, no, let me help you. And that's really where we hit it off and started the company.
And did you hit it off in more ways than one?
Yep, going strong.
Nice. All right, I'll stay away from you. Congratulations. Good luck, you guys. All right, you can go to katieclark.com. I'm going to hold on to you, Mark, for special offers from both Sept Fitness and Cousins Maine Lobsters. I'm going to hang 10. The Sharks are going to hang around. We're going to play a little game right after this.